Breath and aging. Buddhism in you. 1. Breath as the gateway to presence. The Zen view on aging and stillness. When we speak about aging in America, the conversation often turns to numbers. The birthdays we count, the lines on our faces, the medications lined up on a shelf. Yet beneath all those numbers is something far more ancient. Something so close to us that we often forget it is there: the breath. In Zen teaching, the breath is more than air moving in and out of the lungs. It is a doorway, a reminder that every moment is fresh, alive, and unrepeatable. For many people in their 40s, 50s, or 60s, life feels like a race that suddenly begins to slow. The children may be grown. The career no longer burns as brightly. And the body whispers limits we did not hear before. In these years, we start to notice how fragile energy can be. Anxiety at night, shallow sleep, or the simple restlessness of a racing mind often become companions. This is where the breath reveals its quiet power. Zen invites us to sit, even for just a few minutes, and listen to the rhythm of breathing. Not to control it, not to force it, but to notice. One inhale, one exhale. In those moments, the worries about retirement accounts, health checkups, or the ache in the knees soften. Breathing does not erase aging, but it teaches us how to meet it with presence instead of resistance. Think of an evening when the house finally grows quiet. The television clicks off, the phone is set down, and for the first time all day there is nothing demanding your attention. If you bring awareness to your breath in that space, something shifts. The restless mind that was calculating bills or remembering lost opportunities begins to slow. You discover that each breath is like a steady hand on your shoulder, reassuring you that you are here, you are safe, you are alive. In Zen, aging is not a battle to be won but a season to be witnessed. The breath is our companion through this season. It carries us when the body feels tired. It anchors us when memories of the past feel heavy. To breathe with awareness is to reclaim the present moment. And in doing so, we touch a kind of stillness that no wrinkle, no birthday, can ever take away. 2. The healing power of night breathing, sleep, emotions, and Zen wisdom. Night has its own language. For many people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, it is a language of restlessness. You lie down, hoping for the comfort of sleep. Yet the mind begins its parade. Thoughts about the mortgage, about children who now live far away, about the changing body that no longer feels like the one you knew. This is where the practice of breath becomes more than meditation, it becomes medicine. Science tells us that slow, steady breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, lowering heart rate and calming the body. Zen tells us something even simpler, that the breath is a friend waiting in the silence of night. Together, these truths form a bridge between modern understanding and ancient wisdom. Breath and aging meet here, in the quiet hours, offering not escape but healing. Imagine lying in bed with the lights off. Instead of scrolling through the phone or replaying conversations from the day, you turn to your breath. You inhale gently, noticing the cool air filling your lungs. You exhale, letting the warmth leave your body. With each cycle, you are not just breathing, you are releasing. Releasing the tightness in the shoulders. Releasing the weight of unspoken worries. Releasing the loneliness that sometimes presses in during the night. There is a subtle miracle in this practice. The same breath that carried you through childhood, through first jobs, through the rush of raising a family, is still here, carrying you into rest. Each inhale can be felt as a gift. Each exhale as a letting go. This rhythm invites the body into deeper sleep. The kind that restores not just muscles but emotions. Not just the mind but the heart. In Zen tradition, nighttime breathing is more than preparation for sleep. It is an act of compassion toward yourself. It says, I forgive today. I soften the grip of regret. I welcome tomorrow with openness. For those walking the path of aging, this nightly ritual can transform restless hours into a sanctuary of peace. Breath does not change the number of years behind us, but it changes the quality of the hours we live now. When we breathe with awareness in the night, we are not just falling asleep, we are healing, letting the body and soul return to balance. Aging feels less like decline and more like a quiet ripening, guided by the breath. Before we move into the final part of today's journey, I want to offer you a small but meaningful suggestion. If something in these words has touched your heart, if this message resonated with you, help us kindly press the like button. Your support helps spread peace and wisdom to others. Then consider gently pressing the save button and adding this video to your watch later playlist. Think of it as placing a smooth stone in your pocket during a quiet walk, a reminder you can return to whenever life feels heavy. Or when your mind longs for stillness. With one click, you create a path back here without the noise of searching, without the rush of time. Later, when the world outside is too loud, you can simply open that list. And this space will be waiting, calm, familiar, ready to meet you again. Let's continue with the next part. Three, embracing aging with grace, Zen acceptance through the breath. Aging is often painted as something to resist. In America, we are surrounded by advertisements promising eternal youth, creams to erase wrinkles, diets to turn back the clock, surgeries to hold on to a face that no longer matches the years lived. But Zen offers another story. It says that to breathe is to accept change. And to accept change is to live fully. Think of the breath itself. It is never the same. One inhale rises, one exhale falls, and then it is gone. The next breath is new, different, fresh. This rhythm of arising and fading is the rhythm of life. Aging is not an enemy, it is the natural exhale of a long journey. And just as no one clings to a single breath, Zen teaches us not to cling to youth, but to see beauty in the unfolding seasons of our lives. For many in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, the struggle is not simply with the body but with meaning. What is my purpose now that the children are grown? Now that my career is slowing? Now that the mirror shows someone older than I feel inside? Here, the breath becomes a teacher. With each inhale, we can practice gratitude. Gratitude for the morning sun, for the sound of laughter, for the chance to be here one more day. With each exhale, we can release the heavy weight of comparison, the bitterness of lost opportunities, the fear of tomorrow. Aging with grace does not mean denying sorrow or pretending pain does not exist. It means breathing with it, allowing the breath to soften its edges. It means trusting that just as every exhale is followed by an inhale, every ending carries the seed of a new beginning. In Zen, the breath is a reminder that life is not measured by years but by presence. To breathe fully is to age wisely, with compassion toward yourself and tenderness toward the world. As you walk this path of breath and aging, may you find peace in the simple act of being present. Each inhale, each exhale, is an invitation to live with clarity, to rest deeply, and to meet aging not as a decline but as a ripening of the spirit. If this journey speaks to your heart, I invite you to continue with us. Subscribe to Buddhism in You, and let's keep exploring together how Zen wisdom can bring balance, healing, and inner strength to the life you are living right now.